What a technological day. Oh, if you expected to have a functional classroom for learning the ins and outs of writing worm-themed fiction, you've come to the wrong teacher. I mean, look, not entirely unwise, but technology has not been a friend. Not today, at least. Ugh. Bah. I know I look goofy. I am a little bit funky and cool like that. However, I am not unwise. I am very knowledgeable, in fact. I mean, look, the university's a little slow on giving me the degree, but hey, that doesn't mean we don't have the smarts. I feel like my camera is flipped. Oh, no, it's not. All right. It's time for very important educational time. I mean, you get to choose to learn about worm fiction. So, yeah. But there's other cool things we obviously should learn. And I intend to make them worth learning. Alright, I've gotta smack this camera slightly. I'm gonna smack the microphone if I do that. Okay, hold on. Give me a sec. Let me cook. Oh. Oh, wait. Aha. There we go. Okay. Oh, my. Alright, I think we have it back in operational. Is the classroom functional? No, you're gonna see how bad it is. Oh, my. Look, no one said learning was easy and nice and organized. Absolutely not. However, we do make sure that it has something of value. For rest assured, behind this papery being is a university graduate. Went to engineering and said, I'm taking my design awards and leaving, because you guys are kind of butts. They're not all butts, it's just, it wouldn't have been what I was really looking for. So, I had my fun. The design was what I cared about. And then I left it for an art department and said bye. I mean, we're still waiting on some things. The nice little diploma in hand. Well, that doesn't happen until ceremony time. And they're picky about timings for that. Their choice, not mine. Let us now head on over to the classroom. Woo! Whoop! Hi. Welcome to the classroom. It's really bad, isn't it? Yeah, I kind of agree too. There's no seats, no chairs for anyone or anything. I don't even think I'm dressed for this. Okay. If technology's not going to be our friend, then that's fine. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to become dressed to impress for this event. Let me get out of here and go put something funky on. Ow! I smacked into a wall. You gotta open the door before you head out. Come on now. Are you gonna let me appear? No. Fine then. Take that, other camera. I can do what I please. Ha-ha! Yes! Okay. I actually have to fix the camera just a tad, because a chair does not chair. And I think that's a little unfair. Okay, chair. Please, be nice. Yes. Okay. Why do I have so much space over? Oh, it's because I moved. I understand. Excellent. I'm truly Professor now. Ow, that pun hurt. I know it looks like I'm missing my head because of the backdrop, but we're going to make sure I look extra professory. I am a true professor now. Wow, this pun is just getting worse. Oh, no. Oh, it's like when I just keep cooking and 7 degrees of Kevin Bacon happens. There's no saving it at that point. Hot dog will be thrown in the water. Let's see how this scales. Ooh. Okay. We got the rough area. Professor, come on. Okay, so... Huh? Okay. So this is scaled a bit more than I expected. But that's what the power of layers is for. Yeah. Okay. Alright, we can work with that. I'm gonna smack the microphone if I work like this, though, so... Let me save your precious ears. Don't listen to music so loud, everyone. Careful now. Bump. Oh, no. Okay. Oh, I forgot I was left-handed. This is not... Oh, how do I... Left-handedness. It is a blessing and a curse. Alright, we can work with this. We'll get extra ASMR teaching. Someday in the distant future, people will look back upon the absolute terrible decisions that have been most of my setups, and they'll think, wow, what an awful idea. I made it work regardless, but highly uncomfortable and ergonomically ill-advised. I really hope I didn't smack the mic. Let's just use the octopus tentacle stand to hold stuff up, because I am not getting up to grab a different stand. Oh, that's so much better. Excellent. Now I have slight arm mobility. I smacked the mic. Oh dear. Compound curves. Why I gotta be cool, but also frustrating. Okay. So, we have a classroom, and I believe our classroom requires maybe a desk. Maybe I can be a little nice and give you a desk. Alright, here we go. We're gonna make a nice little desk for you to sit at. I smacked the thing again. Oh goodness. Alright, time to see right-handed drawing at its finest. Alright, here we go. Oh! Okay. Oh, well. It's right-handed, what do you expect? Oh, it's just this poor desk. I'm so sorry, desk. Let's just oh no. Okay. We kind of got a desk. It's not the prettiest, it's a start at least. I think we could, enhance it just a little bit. It could have, like, wood texture. I'm not gonna give it zombie skin. Don't worry. I have some semblance of understanding. Where on earth would industrial? Not what I was expecting. Wood! Perfect. Alright, let's go for a little bit of a brighter. Oh. Ah. A lovely desk. Good choice. Good choice. Alrighty. And we're gonna add just a hint of shadow to the desk. Ooh, look at that. Wonderful. And then we can even give it some soft shading. Oh, look at that. Excellent. Let me just make it a little smaller. Oh yeah. I need to change the lovely blend mode to... Oh, I don't know what blend mode to use for this actually. I always just slide through the blend modes until I find whatever it is I want. That's fine. There we go. And as a professor of coolness and smarticles, I think we deserve a cool little pro crown. Alright. I think this calls for doodle-doo-doo. Shiny brushes. Give me the light. Alright. In right-handed fashion, we're gonna make a cool crown. Oh my. Well, we can fix this with a little bit of A+. Alright, you ready? A. Oh. No. Plus. Plus. Yes. Oh, it's way too big. Oh no. Oh, it's a... I mean... It's a choice. There we go. Excellent. Look at the... In true teacher handwriting fashion, no one can read it. It's par for the course. Okay, we got a bit of a crown, although it looks like it's on fire. Still, I'm contented with that. I don't know where that magical glowing light... Oh, goodbye. Alright, we're gonna slide to the multiply. Nope. Okay, going with that. The main thing is the desk must stay at the top. And you shall be our lovely student. Can I, like, yoink chat? Okay, let me check. Can I? Alright, we're good. Give me the thing. Alright, where on earth is chat? Come here, little fella. Where did you go? No, you did not become a worm. Resist putting in a worm. Save that for the writing section. You gotta keep your students interested. Something must hold your attention. Right? Well, I mean, you could be made of pancakes. That would be something for sure. Alright, we're gonna go and grab a little doodle bop version of you. Whee! Incoming image. Boom. Alright. Let's suffer with using our right hand. Okay. Oh, we're kind of cooking here. Yes, excellent. Get out of here. Get. There we go. Oh, and obviously you have to be like behind the other parts, so. There we go. Excellent. Get in your seat, chat. Yes. Wonderful. These books are a true treasure trove. I'm resisting the urge so hard to start singing Globgo Gab Galab again. Alright. So, now that you are here, chat, I think it is time we start your lesson. It's very, very important. So, we need to understand that there are certain things that worms, unlike humans, just don't function the same way. I know, it might seem really, really odd to say that. However, worms cannot eat citrus. So if I become a worm, I repeat, do not let me drink lemon juice. I love lemons. I love lemon juice. I will just drink it straight from a bottle of pure lemon juice. I'll drink it like shots. It's not going to be good for me if I'm a worm. It's probably not even all that good for me as a human either. So, avoid citrus fruits. Lesson 1 in being able to write realistic worm fiction stories is knowing worm allergies. Yes. Oh, even the crown got scrumpled. Fine. So, let's put in our do not list. Oh, this is so painful. Microphone, you be a doll. We're gonna move you even further. Yeet. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Okay. Mom. Okay. Look at that. Yes. Perfect. When you build a classroom out of impractical materials, this is what happens with budget cuts. So, we now will remember, oh, that's an eraser. Do not feed your worms your worm love citrus. That is our first key point. Worms do not eat citrus fruits and foody things. It's bad for them. So, if you're going to care for a lovely worm partner and write realistic fiction about worm romances, don't give them citrus, don't give them the lemon juice. Plain and simple. It's just common courtesy. It's human decency to respect your worms and not feed them food they're allergic to. I mean, maybe the exception is the lactose intolerant folks. Look, ice cream is good. It's good. And another thing to note is that worms do love fruits and veggies. Very much so. I mean, they like all their little organic-y bits. However, there are other things on the list of food allergies. So, your worms also do not eat, like, I don't know, maybe dairy, meat, grains, and oils. Don't give them your fish and chips. They're not going to be happy with that. Yeah, a little bit of a risk. So, let's do no grains. No grains. No meat. No dairy. Look, the lactose intolerant folks might think it's a loose rule, but no. Respect your worm friends and do not feed them dairy. And no oils. Alright. I think we've started to get this little list together. There we go. Now, that's just the first bit of lessons. So, we have some ground rules to start out. Our wormy friends have allergies. We should just put a broad title of Allergies for Worms. Well, there we go. Oh my. What? Huh? I'm so confused. Delay? Did it de-screen capture? But it exists. What has happened? Ah. Lovely. What happened here? Oh, actually, I don't need this open. Huh. Okay. You gonna be happy now? Yay, there we go. Oh dear, did the encoder reset? No. Alright, I understand that you're angry, computer. But there's only so much I can do at this point. Alright. Oh, oh. Oh my gosh. I just realized. Did it... Huh? Oh. Wow. It was a little bit grumpy. Understood. My apologies, YouTube. What do you mean it's not responding? Wumpa bump. Alright, fine. Say what you wish, YouTube. We have important information on protecting our worm friends. So we have allergies for them. And we will go over these wonderful facts later. Now, we must move on to the next information for writing lovely worm fiction. Oh, I kind of forgot the explanation on specific allergies. Like, those are sort of the big rules, but there's examples as well. Like, no soda, no chips, and nothing with, like, all those preservatives. Nah, don't give those to the worms. They're gonna be happy. They don't like things that are too salty or sweet. So, not too salty or sweet. I think most people would just use actual text instead of handwriting it, but you gotta learn to take notes, everyone. And we all start somewhere. Yeah. Ooh. They don't like potatoes either. Wow. Poor worms. They really have it rough. Let's leave some of the upsets and negative traits of things to watch out for with worms, for now. Because instead, we should have some positive things. Worms like eggshells for calcium. Eggshells. That's something worms like. And it provides them with the ability to get more calcium or produce calcium. They like their loamy soils. They also really like coffee grounds. I mean, I don't like coffee like at all. However, worms seem to like it. Maybe it'll be my replacement for tea. I'm a worm. There we go. Lovely. Happy worm, happy worm. Alright. Oh, we have to include that they love fruits and veggies. Fruits and veg. I mean, if you're a vegetarian, your worms will be very much on board. I think that's a decent amount in the food categories now. So, we have our basic outline of the sort of food lifestyles that worms go through. I think it's more time to talk about making the perfect cozy house. You see, unlike the human dwellers who are like, oh, let's have these nice big tall building house things, your wormy friends like going back to the Stone Ages. They like their hole-in-the-ground houses. They enjoy living 6 feet under. And you need to be able to accommodate that lifestyle. Very important. I'm not saying you have to live in the dirt, but you gotta have room in the dirt for your worm friend to live with you. So, it's time for the worm environment. Worm environment. Wow. Alright, we're gonna hide the previous notes for now. So, what are our worms going to need in their wormy, cozy napping house? Well, unlike humans, worms aren't as fond of sunlight. Yeah, not their friend. They also like to have different layers of things. If you have worms, they kind of like it like dark most of the time. Worms like, oh, my writing, the dark. They also like to have little layers that mix and match. So, they like sand, they like dirt, they like moisture, and some of them like little blankets that keeps them cozy. So they like top cover blankets. Very important. All right. They kind of like to burrow. They're just like little snuggly beans. And on top of all that, our wormy friends, they have some choice materials that are kind of like their bougie favorites. So, let's do top tier worm. Fabric's probably not the word. So let's go with materials. Alright, get out of here. Moving those. Boom. I missed one. What? Oh, I just can't read. There we go. Alright. Here's our top tier worm materials. Your wormy friends, they like beds and stuff with hair. They like lots of hair. And if you don't have it, you're gonna have to go and bug a nice old hairdresser for some. They enjoy hair. Oh. I'm sorry, Mother, but one day I will go to a hairdresser and ask for hair shavings and clippings. My teacher did it. Their hairdresser loves them. And my mother was like, don't you ever do that. I will run away. On another note, for some people, the ick of dust. Your worm friends love dust. And considering I haven't dealt with the mantles, I have a decent amount of dust already, so I'm decently okay with that too. They also like wood. Ah! I can't write. Oh, goodness. And on top of that, they like kind of broken down wood. So they like wood ash, like the little crumbly dust embers. And they also like sawdust because it's really broken down. Don't worry. We'll make sure that everyone can read the notes. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, move this over. Top tier worm materials. Boom, boom, boom. Alrighty, here we go. Yeah! Alright, perfect. Now, they like sawdust, of course, as well as their organic matter. Okay, that didn't work. Alright, we're going back. Organic will not fit there. Organic matter. It's a very obvious choice for them. They love their fine, organic, natural fibered materials. They're a bit of an environmentalist. I think, aside from doubling back on our food talk, we have the bulk of our baseline worm habits. So, let's review. Top tier worm materials: hair, dust, wood ash specifically, and sawdust, as well as your organic matter. That's your top tier materials for pleasing your wormy friends. When they ask for a designer bed or worm bag from Gucci, you just gotta make sure to ask for the one that's very hairy and full of sawdust. So, that's our favorite worm materials. And to review the environment of our worms like sand, dirt. It needs to have some moisture, and top cover blankets, because they like to burrow. So they're a bit of a blanket hog gremlin, and that's... We all have one of those at times. It happens. It's okay. We forgive the starfishes in the world. We also need to remember that worms, they like the dark. And they have some major food allergies. So, remember, no citrus, no grains, no meat, no dairy, no oils. If it's got preservatives, if it's your chips and snacks from the store, it's probably not gonna be good for your worms. And with this information, we are able to better write more accurate worm fiction. I think we are getting closer to understanding the greatness of worms. So, why don't we bring in an example of a fine, fine worm? Come on in, you beautiful, lovely rainbow friend. Yay! Hi! Oh, what a cutie. I know there's a single little bubble bit. It's okay. Hello there. Aw, what a sweetie. I think this little wormy friend is so charming. Now, what would make this worm happy? What would be an exciting plotline and narrative for this beautiful bean? All right. Sit on chat's head. Sit and be good. Chat, be nice to your worm friend. Here. There we go. Gonna set you right on your head. There. Perfect. I know it's tempting to play with the little rainbow wormily friend, but no. The friend is not for playing around with. They are a very important member of this family. Now, I think it's important that we make some baselines for awesome ideas of our wormy friends' romantic endeavors. I mean, you're in school. What would little worm at school be like? Little worm at school would be kind of vampire-like. Let's go with vampire worms. No, not vampire. Vampire worms. They go to night school. Like to hang out in caves. And they're probably like always kind of wrapped in blankets. So, always wearing dark hoodies. I think that's a pretty accurate depiction of what your worm friends would like. Now, let's consider some of the other things. They like moisture. So, there obviously has great potential for a beach episode. Our wormy friends can go swimming, maybe? They could have a bath or shower or go to the pool. Okay, that's a decent little bit. They could go to new restaurants, try vegan restaurants. I don't know, that keeps smacking, that's clacking against something. Huh. They could get buried in the sand. They also would probably enjoy caving in general. Farming. And like kind of like tight spaces. Oh. I think that's a decent insight into what our wormy friends would like. We should add the reminder, though, that our worm friends do not, no, absolutely not, No potatoes. No potatoes. Tatoes. No onions. No poop. And no pesticides. These are the no-goes. No. Do not give your worms this. They will be unhappy worms. And that's not going to be a fun time for anyone. So, I believe our wormy friends are now so empowered to have lovely romance worm fiction stories. We know the absolutely don't feed thems. We've got their food allergies. We've got their environments. We've got plot lines. Our worm friends. Oh, what did I? My hat! Yes, there we go. We know our worms and their environment. They have their lovely favorite materials with hair and sawdust. These are the things we don't consider when writing lovely fiction about worms. You have to be a responsible worm, affectionate person. How else are you supposed to care for your wormly lover? We cannot be irresponsible in looking after our lovely worms. So, let us set a nice backdrop for a wormy story. Okay, let's go with like a kind of cream-colored paper. Ready, color drop in 3, 2, 1, pew! Oh, it's above my chair. My bad. That's fine. Let the chair be. And for this, I have to actually write nicer. So, let's pull up a nice little inking pen. How about where's a calligraphy one? Calligraphy! Oh, in the calligraphy section. That would be explained. Alright, lovely worm. What story would suit you best? You've got a little bubble wand? I forgot. Blowing bubbles would probably be a wormcore thing. They like their moisture. And in that, they also like darkness. A romantic rendezvous on a hill at night. A secret meetup to blow bubbles in the wind. And then it starts raining, and then... this just writes itself. I have the same color. That might be an issue. Alright, let's get a nice pink in here. Oh, much too large. Hold on. At the top of the hill, I'll see you there. That was a bad there. Okay. There. When the rain sets in. What would a worm sign-off be? Ooh, maybe like a little... You know those classic S's? Okay. You know the whole, like, everyone just draws the same S in school? It's just like the boop, boop. I don't actually know. Okay, yeah, no, I kind of cooked. This is the S. The S thing that everyone did? Yeah. What would a worm version of that be? Maybe like just a little like slither in a way, like kind of like voop. No, it'll be like view. Boom. It's like a worm but a heart. Well, it just kind of looks like a squiggle. It's fine. Alright. So, let's continue. Heart racing. As I ventured to the hill. Only a light drizzle. That's probably not how you spell drizzle, it's fine. Of rain at this point. There at the top, I saw their figure. Simply a shadow in the darkness. I rushed and pulled out my bubble wand as I wriggled to greet them. Squiggle. Squiggle. That should be a Q. Yeah. Squiggle. Squiggle. Oh, I can't actually see what I'm writing for part of this, so I'm just guessing. Wow, what a worm-tacular story. Alright, last sentence. Tumbling I fell and was tangled in their form. Okay. Now I know that's going to seem absolutely bonkers. However, I think we kind of cooked with this sample. Alright. Pulling up the note. Nice little letter. Okay, now chat. Boom. With that, I believe you have your first little worm fiction. Congratulations. You've started your way into becoming a warmly recognized author. I mean, the spelling and the writing could definitely use some work. It's okay. We all have to start somewhere. So fret not. We can make such wonderful things. It all just takes some time. And with our first lesson in worm fiction over, I think it's important to have some rainbow slug fun. That's right. The rainbow worm is based off of a clickety-clackety rainbow slug. I'm gonna go get the friend. Let me go grab him. Oh! Oh, did you hear that? That's right. We have a very important guest. Mm-hmm. They're very enjoyable. Oh. Yeah. Our rainbow slug friend out. I forgot how headphones work sometimes. Oh! Oh no. Oh no. Doubly no. How do I use the feet? Use the feet. Excellent foot handling skills. Maneuverability has increased. Extra dexterity. These are very, very enjoyable. For anyone and everyone, it's just such a pleasing sound effect. Alright. With our worm friend and our rainbow slug prelude of entertainment, I think it is now time to offer up our, obviously, brainstorming. So, it's about time we figured out what obscure wisdoms we need to learn. I mean, look, I think kabedon just needs improvement in general. So, not just improve, innovate on the kabedon. We need more experimentation in this genre. What new tropes can we add to school romances? Or what even are the tropes for schools nowadays? I mean, there used to be the whole thing of like whatever mysteries of the school. Yeah. I never got those with most of the schools. Like, I've never heard a majority of my schools, like, oh, the mysteries of these things. There are the few odd stories, and some that occurred while I was there. However, I rarely knew of any for a lot of the schools I went to. And I think we also need to have some sort of skill. Should we cook crab nana bread? I mean, I like crab nana bread. But there's also the option of, like, fake dirt. I don't know. They're both pretty tasty. I do think that we deserve to have a Katamari time. Some sort of, like, learn some sort of, like, retro media. I know so many, like, weird rip-off parody movies and shows, and I make so much reference to them. It's an issue. No one knows what I'm talking about. No one knows what Fraggle Rock is nowadays. We really need to learn more about these wonder and fascinating disaster pieces at times. There were some interesting ones, by far. Overall, I think those are likely to be our main points of interest in this week's exploration. So, I think we know what must be done. Am I really gonna have to try and, handstand in front of a green screen? It just sounds like a bad idea. All around bad idea. But we'll see how we can manage that. There's a lot of room for improvement in that sphere. I must say, I don't know much of the school tropes. I mean, Yucan Shoujo Nozaki-kun did a really good job of the whole, romance tropes of, oh yes, you're, riding to school together on a bicycle. However, due to legalities, you have to have a two-person bicycle with 2 seats. And it's actually really difficult and not fun at all. Yeah, that show was really fun. In their subversion and literalness of their exploration of the tropes, it became very amusing for just showing how awful a lot of them can be. However, I do stand by the whole classic thing of, you bring the flowers to someone. That's still really nice. I don't know if I'm prepared to crab banana bread again. I just don't know if I'm in the mood for banana bread. Or fake dirt. It might just be making a new, worse, better, more concerning food concoction. But, I mean, you gotta fuel the energy required to kabedon. And there's definitely so much retro media to explore. People need to know what Fraggle Rock is. Clonoa 2, Jack and Dexter, Zombies Ate My Neighbors, Toe Jam and Earl. We need more of that stuff. Alas, I think that's a good recommendation. So, without further cooking up, I believe we know that the worms were always right. The worms know all. And that's okay. They're allowed to be cute little worms. Or our lovely little slugs. Very nice slug. They're so sweet. Very sluggly? That's not a word. I mean, it could be a cute parody of snuggly. However, I think we might have to just go back to our magical girl ways. Wait, not girl, worm. There we go. Out, the text is on top. How dare you? Get over there. Yes. We need to bring back our magical worms. I mean, yes. Magical worm girls. So, we are now versed in the starting premise of writing worm fiction. And I hope to offer up some base worm comic strips as well, so that you may make your own endearing worm-themed comics. What was it, Bitmoji or something? No, that's the Snapchat one. I swear, the elementary schools back in the day were like, here's this, Snapchat-esque character comic strip making program, so, make a thing about this plot line. And I'm like, what? I'd rather just draw it. Although probably not many other people would like that. Too much work, but hey, good times. I think there's potential in offering up worm bases for making little comic events. It can add to the worm fiction, or it can just be its own thing with cute comics of worms. So, I think we now have a good idea of what should be explored this week in innovating and improving on learning obscure and absurd things. We need to improve the kabedon meme, plain and simple. And I think more people need to know about the absolute disaster pieces of weird media I know. If you can't know who Great Grandmama is and their amazing performance from Rhapsody Street Kids, then I think we need to be teaching that. So, onwards to more learning. I really gotta beat the kendama again. I will prove I have the skill. Good night and good worms.